So as per the tips for controlling the mind, so our Vedic wisdom, it gives many tips, out of which the different tips for different ages. And we see that this age of Kali Yuga is age of distraction. So we have weapons of mass distraction, right? So today, to practice silent meditation, just meditation in the mind, or to go to forest, you cannot go to forest. Those days, like Satya Yuga, people will go to forest. Or in Dwapar Yuga, the process for self-realization or to attain one-pointed fixity would be to practice deity worship. Or in the Treta Yuga, it would be to conduct yajnas, like big sacrifices, and they have recitation of mantras and they pour ghee and all that. Today we cannot get high quality ghee. So, and there are no proper brahmanas to conduct the sacrifice. So for Kali Yuga, all the Vedic wisdom, it explains that when we take to the chanting of names of God, particularly this mantra, because it's mentioned in Kali Santarna Upanishad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this mantra is especially emphasized to be chanted during this age, because that can actually help control the mind. How is it controlling the mind? Because when we chant mantra, it's called transcendental sound vibration. It means it is not a sound vibration of this world. If someone says Coca-Cola, 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 he gets frustrated. And there was a research done based on this, and there's a research paper also published. So there were 3 groups who were made to practice different things, and they were one group chanted the Hare Krishna mantra. Second group of individuals chanted a concocted mantra, something like Coca-Cola or something, just made up. And third group didn't chant at all, didn't do any meditation technique. So the research observed before they all did the chanting and after the chanting. So, and the factors which were being observed were the mode of goodness, how they can become peaceful and calm, cool, collected, and how much they were the degree of depression, whether it increased or reduced, and degree of stress. These were the 3 factors. So interestingly, they saw for the degree of depression, the meditation of the concocted mantra and the Hare Krishna mantra, both was a positive, whereas Hare Krishna mantra gave a huge positive, by huge margin it was positive. And the people who didn't chant anything, they had a negative influence. And for stress, those who chanted Hare Krishna mantra, they had a huge positive by big margin. And those who chanted concocted mantra, they were more frustrated because nothing was happening and they're simply chanting over and over again. They became more frustrated. And those who didn't do anything, it's the same almost. It's again negative. And for sattva, again, those who chanted Hare Krishna mantra, again a huge margin. And those who chanted other mantra, very small margin of positivity. And others who didn't chant anything, again it's reduced, it's negative. So this is a research paper which I can share. It's by Dr. David Wolf, who's a PhD scholar, and he has done this research. So when we actually, concentration means no other distraction. Just like we have sunlight distributed everywhere, but when we can focus all the sun rays onto a paper, it can burn the paper or a leaf, right? So similarly, our mind is very strong, but only problem is it's diffused in different directions. We are thinking of studies, relationship, we have different circles of thought. But if we can focus all the energy, mental energy, on one particular substance, which is spiritual in nature, we can actually control the mind. And it happens by practice. That's why Krishna tells Arjuna, Arjuna tells Krishna, my dear Krishna, you're asking me to control the mind? It's impossible. You ask me to control the wind, I can control the wind. Now we cannot control the wind also. Right? But Arjuna could control the wind. But here, Krishna said, yes, Arjuna, whatever you're saying is perfectly right. But you can still control the mind by 2 things. You practice abhyasa and vairagya, by detachment. So what is abhyasa? Practice the right way of doing meditation. So when anything in this world, we build muscles by going to gym regularly, not the one who goes one week and goes after 6 months, Again, after 2 months, he doesn't get anything, no results, or very minute result, right? One who goes regularly every week or every day, he gets muscles. Similarly for the mind. So we want to build mental muscles. We want to make the mind strong. So we chant this Hare Krishna mantra regularly, daily, even if someone chants it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, gradually capacity increases. Like just like the person who goes to gym, he doesn't lift 5 kg every day throughout his life, right? He is going to increment the weights. He's going to increase the weights and increase the capacity. So similarly, when we do chanting, sometimes the mind gets adjusted to 10 minutes, then we increase it 20 minutes. So like that, when we keep increasing, the mind becomes very strong. That is one method of how we can control our mind. This is a most important tip, because today people talk about time management, but why are people not able to utilize their time effectively? Because the mind is distracted. People are saying, I have a lot of desires, and I'm not able to fulfill, and that causes depression, because I want to become an engineer, but I gotta fail. I want to do this, but I didn't get selected for that. So many desires, but I'm not getting anywhere. So that causes depression. And what is the cause of depression? Where is all this happening? It's all in the mind. So the tip to control the mind is one of the more, I feel, the foremost, one of the foremost lessons for youth from the Bhagavad Gita. This Abhyasa and Vairagya. And the chanting of Krishna tells Satatam. He says every time we should keep doing it. So, and that's most practical for us. And today across the globe, whether it be Indian or Russian or US, European, across the world, everyone is chanting Hare Krishna. And why are they doing it? Not because of blind faith, but because they are able to see the results. Because there are many youths taking it up. So this is a very important aspect of Bhagavad Gita, that controlling the mind.